The heart attack hit at 3 a.m. By 3:15, I was in the ambulance. By 3:30, my daughter Jessica had my phone unlocked using my unconscious finger. By 4 a.m., she'd transferred $1.2 million in Bitcoin from my exchange accounts. Dad won't survive this, she told her boyfriend on a recorded call. Might as well secure our future. What Jessica didn't know was that 90% of my crypto wasn't on exchanges. It was on a hardware wallet hidden in a place she'd never think to look. She stole $1.2 million, but missed $11 million. Greed makes people sloppy. If you've ever wondered how far family will go when they think you're dying, subscribe to hear this story. Let me tell you how my daughter's midnight crypto heist became her 3-year prison sentence. My name is Douglas Mitchell, 52 years old, early crypto investor and retired software engineer from Denver, Colorado. I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013 at $100. Not because I was visionary, I was curious. As a programmer, the blockchain fascinated me. The cryptography was elegant. The potential was obvious. I invested $10,000, got 100 Bitcoin, and watched .buy. 2017, during the first big boom, my 100 Bitcoin was worth $2 million. I sold 20, paid off my mortgage, set aside college funds. But I kept 80 Bitcoin because I understood something most didn't. This technology would reshape finance. Through the 2018 crash, the pandemic boom, the ups and downs I held, and I accumulated more. My daughter Jessica grew up watching this. Born in 1995, she was 18 when I started investing seriously. Dad's magic internet money, she'd joke. But by the time she graduated from Wharton in 2018, that joke was worth millions. She'd come home talking about blockchain, DeFi, NFTs. I taught her everything: how to trade, how to secure wallets, how to read markets. What I didn't teach her was patience or ethics. Those, apparently, weren't part of the Wharton curriculum. She worked at Goldman Sachs for 2 years, hated it, quit to day trade crypto with $50,000 I'd given her. Lost most of it in leveraged trades. The market's rigged, she complained. No, I said, you're impatient. By 2023, my crypto portfolio was worth approximately $12.2 million. But I'd learned from every exchange hack, every security breach. My system was layered. 10% on exchanges for active trading, $1.2 million. 30% on hardware wallets in my home safe, $3.6 million. 60% on hardware wallets in various secure locations, $7.4 million. The exchange funds were my playing money: Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. Two-factor authentication, whitelisted addresses, the works. But exchanges can be hacked, seized, or bankrupted. The real wealth was offline, in cold storage, protected by 24-word seed phrases I'd memorized and hidden. Jessica knew about the exchanges. She'd watched me trade, helped me set up accounts. But the hardware wallets? I'd been deliberately vague. Most of it's in cold storage. I'd say safer that way. She assumed I meant 1 or 2 devices. She had no idea about the distributed system I'd created. My paranoia came from experience. I'd survived MT, Gox, by withdrawing weeks before it collapsed. Avoided the Celsius bankruptcy. Watched friends lose everything to SIM swaps and phishing attacks. Every loss taught me, if it's online, it's vulnerable. If it's all in one place, it's a target. Distribute, hide, protect. The relationship with Jessica deteriorated after my wife Laura died in 2020. Cancer, quick and brutal. Jessica blamed me for working too much, not noticing symptoms earlier. Maybe she was right. I buried myself deeper in crypto. She buried herself in resentment. We'd meet for monthly dinners, awkward affairs where she'd ask about my portfolio. And I'd change the subject, her boyfriend Jake made things worse. Met him once, slick talker, day trader, lost his trust fund in GameStop options. He looked at me like I was an ATM. Jessica started dropping hints. When are you going to retire, Dad? Have you thought about estate planning? You can't take it with you. In January 2023, she got aggressive. Dad, I'm your only child, your heir. I should know where everything is. She was right, technically. I promised to create a proper inheritance plan. Started working on it, documenting wallets, locations, instructions. But something felt off. Her urgency, Jake's influence, the constant questions about exact amounts. I decided to test her. Told her I'd lost half in the FTX collapse. Her reaction was telling, not concern for me, but panic about our future. Our future. Not mine. Ours. That's when I knew she was planning something. March 15th, 2023. I'd been having chest pains for weeks. Stress from the market volatility, too much coffee, not enough sleep. Classic recipe for cardiac disaster. That night, I was reviewing portfolio positions when the pain exploded. Left arm numb, jaw aching, elephant on my chest. Classic symptoms. I'd ignored too long. I managed to text Jessica. Heart attack. Call 911. Love you. Then added, do not touch crypto accounts. Very important. Even dying, I was paranoid. Good thing. The paramedics arrived fast. As they loaded me up, I saw Jessica's car pulling in. She looked panicked, but something else too. Calculation. While they worked on me, she peppered them with questions. How bad is it? What are his chances? Is he conscious? At the hospital, they rushed me straight to cardiac catheterization. Major. Blockage in the LAD, the widowmaker. As they prepped me for emergency surgery, Jessica held my hand. I'm here, Dad. Everything will be okay. Then quieter. Where's your phone? Ambulance. I mumbled through the medication. She squeezed my hand harder. I'll find it. You just focus on surviving. But her eyes were already planning. What happened next? I reconstructed from security logs, phone records, and her own messages. While I was in surgery, fighting for my life, Jessica executed a carefully planned digital heist. 3:30 a.m. She used my unconscious thumb to unlock my phone in the recovery. Room 3:35 a.m. Accessed my email. Initiated password resets for Coinbase. Binance. Kraken 3:42 a.m. Began liquidating positions. Market selling everything 3:47 a.m. Transferred funds to her own accounts. Then to Jake's, then to others 4:15 a.m. Posted on my Twitter. Taking a break from crypto. Health first. Stay strong. 4:30 a.m. Texted Jake. Got about 1.2 mil. Less than expected, but better than nothing. The surgeon saved my life. Triple bypass, 2 stents. A miracle, I survived. But while they were repairing my heart, my daughter was breaking it. She worked fast, efficiently, like she'd practiced. Which I later learned she had. Jake had been coaching her for months on rapid liquidation techniques. She made one crucial error. Greed made her sloppy. Instead of being subtle, she market sold everything at 3 a.m., triggering massive slippage. Bitcoin worth $65,000 sold for $61,000. Ethereum positions dumped below market. In her rush to grab everything, she cost herself hundreds of thousands. I woke up 2 days later, weak, confused, but alive. The first thing I asked for was my phone. Jessica was there, holding it. Dad, you're awake. Don't worry about work stuff. Just rest. But I was already checking accounts. Everything gone. Every exchange emptied. Jessica, I said weakly, what happened to my crypto? Her face was perfect. Concern, confusion, fear. What do you mean? I haven't touched anything. You said not to. I pulled up the login history. IP addresses, device fingerprints, timestamps, all pointing to my phone, my home network, during my surgery. Someone stole everything, I said, watching her face. Over $1 million, while I was dying. She played it well. Oh my God. We need to call the police. The FBI. This is horrible. Even produced tears. But I saw the micro-expressions, relief that I'd said, over $1 million, not 12 million. She thought she'd gotten everything. Don't worry, I said. I have backups. Most of my crypto is in cold storage. This is just the trading account. Her face went white. Cold storage? Where? That's when I knew for certain. I didn't confront her immediately. Needed evidence. Started with the phone records. Every exchange had sent verification codes. All received on my phone while I was unconscious. Security cameras from my house, she didn't know about the hidden ones, showed her and Jake thereat. 4 a.m., using my computer dot, but the best evidence came from Jake himself. Idiot had bragged in a crypto Discord channel. Just made the trade of a lifetime. GF's inheritance came early LO. Screenshots, timestamps, everything. He'd even posted wallet addresses asking how to mix coins. I hired a crypto forensics firm. They traced every transaction. The money had flowed from my exchanges to Jessica's wallets, then split to multiple addresses. But blockchain doesn't lie. Every movement was recorded, immutable, evidence admissible in court. The most damning evidence was a voice recording. Jake's Tesla had recorded their conversation driving home. Did you get it all? Everything on the exchanges? He said something about cold storage, but he's probably confused. The medication. How much? 1.2 million. Less than we thought, but enough to start over. Is he going to make it? Doesn't matter now. At last line broke what was left of my heart. I got out of the hospital after 2 weeks. Jessica played devoted daughter perfectly. Cooked meals, managed medications, never mentioned crypto. I played along, let her think I was confused, weakened, defeated. Meanwhile, I was documenting everything and moving the cold storage wallets to new locations. The confrontation came at Sunday dinner. I'd invited her over, made her favorite meal. Halfway through, I placed a folder on the table. What's this? She asked. Evidence, I said simply. I showed her everything. Transaction logs, security footage, Discord screenshots, the Tesla recording. Her face went from confusion to shock to anger. You were spying on me? No, I said. I was investigating theft. My own daughter robbed me while I was dying. She tried denial first, then justification. You have millions. I'm your daughter. It's mine eventually anyway. Finally, threats. You can't prove anything. It's all circumstantial. That's when I played my final card. Jake had already been arrested. Faced with federal charges, he'd flipped immediately. Gave them everything. Chat logs, planning documents, even recordings of Jessica coaching him on which coins to sell first. The FBI cybercrime unit took the case seriously. Crypto theft over $1 million. Interstate fraud, conspiracy. Jessica was arrested at her apartment. The perp walk photos made the local news. Woman steals father's crypto during heart surgery. Her lawyer tried to argue family dispute, confusion, about ownership, medical power of attorney. The prosecutor destroyed each defense. The evidence was overwhelming. She'd stolen from me while I was literally under the knife. The trial was swift. Jake testified against her for a reduced sentence. The blockchain evidence was irrefutable. The recordings were damning. But what sealed her fate was her own testimony. She claimed I'd promised her the money, that she was just securing her inheritance. When asked why she did it while I was dying, she said, "I thought he wouldn't need it anymore." The judge was disgusted. "You stole from your father during a medical emergency. You prioritized greed over his life. This wasn't a family misunderstanding. It was calculated theft." Sentence: 3 to 5 years federal prison. Full restitution. After the trial, I revealed the full scope of what Jessica had missed. The hardware wallets, containing $11 million. A Ledger Nano X hidden in a book safe. A Trezor in a safety deposit box. Seed phrases split between locations she'd never think to look. She'd been so focused on the obvious, the exchange accounts, she'd missed the real. Treasure. If she'd waited, been patient, she'd have inherited everything legally. Instead, she got 10% through theft and lost 100% through greed. I liquidated some positions to pay for the best cardiac rehab. The stress of betrayal was worse than the heart attack, but I recovered, physically and emotionally. Started a crypto security consulting firm, teaching others how to protect their assets from everyone, including family. I visited Jessica once in federal prison. She looked smaller, defeated. "I'm sorry, Dad," she said. But was she sorry for what she did, or sorry she got caught? "I thought you were dying." I panicked. "No," I corrected. "You planned, for months, with Jake." She asked about the crypto. Still obsessed. "Did it go up? What's it worth now?" Bitcoin had doubled since her arrest. The portfolio she tried to steal was worth $24 million. The $1.2 million she got was seized by the feds, used for restitution. She'd risked everything for nothing. "I'm donating it," I told her. "All of it. Cardiac research, crypto education, financial literacy programs." Her face crumpled. "That's my inheritance." "No," I said. "Your inheritance was my love, my trust, my knowledge. You threw that away for digits on a screen. I haven't visited since. The experience taught me valuable lessons about security, family, and human nature. Technical security is easier than human security. I could protect against hackers, but not against my own daughter. The best firewall can't stop someone you love. I've restructured everything now. Multiple trustees, time-locked smart contracts, charitable remainder trusts. If something happens to me, the wealth goes to causes I believe in, released slowly. Used wisely. No single person can access it, family or otherwise. The crypto community rallied around me. Other investors shared similar stories. Children, spouses, siblings who saw crypto as easy money. We started a support group, sharing security strategies and horror stories. Turns out, family theft is common in crypto. The combination of new wealth, technical complexity, and generational misunderstanding creates perfect conditions for betrayal. My name is Douglas Mitchell. I survived a heart attack and my daughter's betrayal. One almost killed me physically, the other emotionally. But I survived both. The crypto she stole was recovered. The crypto she missed made me wealthy enough to never worry again. But wealth means nothing when your only child sees you as an ATM. Jessica gets out in 2026. Maybe she'll have learned something. Maybe prison taught her what working couldn't, that some things matter more than money, but I doubt it. Her last letter asked if I'd reconsider the donation, if we could start fresh when she gets out. Still focused on the money. The heart attack at 3 a.m. started a chain of events that revealed the truth. My daughter valued my portfolio over my pulse. She moved faster to steal Bitcoin than to ensure I survived. While doctors saved my life, she tried to rob it. The hardware wallets she never found saved more than crypto. They saved me from complete devastation. To those building crypto wealth, secure your assets against everyone. Document everything. Trust carefully. And remember, The people closest to you know your passwords, your patterns, your vulnerabilities. My daughter used my unconscious finger to unlock a phone and steal $1.2 million. But she couldn't unlock the real security, preparation, paranoia, and hardware wallets hidden where greed can't find them. The heart attack didn't kill me. My daughter's betrayal didn't break me. And somewhere in a federal prison, she's learning that stealing cryptocurrency is still stealing, even if your father is dying. Especially if your father is dying.